Hi there, it's Simon Gray from Career Codex, back with another weekly video. And this week talking about one of the big challenges people face when it comes to successful job search. And that's keeping going even in the face of rejection and when the going gets tough. Because one thing's guaranteed, the job market, you will face rejection. I spent over 10 years in the recruitment industry, and I've never met a candidate that's been shortlisted for every single job they've applied for, or a candidate who interviewed and was offered every single job that they had interviewed for. So, there is rejection. It's just part of the process. But keeping going, even when the going gets tough, can be a bit of a challenge. And I've taken inspiration from the 1985 hit classic by Billy Ocean, When the Going Gets Tough, the tough get going. But more importantly, they don't just get going, they keep going until they get the result they deserve. And those of you who've read my books, watched previous content, will know that I talk about something called the hidden market. And this is a place where high probability job opportunities exist, but people can't necessarily see. And if you think about this, before a business goes out to recruit, goes out to maybe talk to an executive recruiter, or place an advert out there on an executive job board or through social media channels, they've made a decision at a board level, and they've probably gone through a series of conversations that they've explored their peer network, their extended network, to see who they might know before going out into the public domain. And this is the hidden market. And as an executive or anyone coming onto the job market, this needs to be part of your strategy, because the opportunities here are not as hotly contested because they're not in the public domain. And often there's an implicit recommendation if you're introduced in the hidden market to a decision maker. And of course, there's not necessarily a fee. You don't come with a fee, a recruitment fee, or there's no money spent necessarily on advertising. So it can be a high probability opportunity for executive job seekers and job seekers at all levels. The challenge is, because you can't necessarily see the opportunities at the outset, to keep going long enough to make sure you uncover those opportunities. And here the message really is believing is seeing. If you believe in the hidden market, you'll think about the hidden market, and you'll take action over an extended period of time, however long it takes, to find and secure that opportunity. And I'll draw a parallel here on my own situation, the business I'm building through Career Codex. I do a weekly blog post, a weekly podcast, and a weekly video. And when I first started doing this stuff, I got no engagement, no message back, no shares on social media. And really, I felt like I was talking to myself, and I felt like it probably wasn't working. But having done it for an extended period of time now, I'm starting to get engagement. I get lots of connections on LinkedIn. I get lots of people messaging me saying that this video really helped me, or can you talk about this or that on a future video, or talk about it on a podcast, or even write about it in a blog post. And that's great, but it's taken time. And this in the last couple of weeks, I had a couple of things happen which really reinforced the fact that this stuff works. This is my hidden market. I have to find clients, I have to find the right people to work with, the right people that I can help. That's my hidden market, and that's where I choose to play and to engage. And I had an executive recruiter based out of Europe who connected to me on LinkedIn. I connected back. He then phoned me, and I had no idea what he wanted to talk about. And he said to me, "Simon, I've read your book, Super Secrets of Successful Executive Job Search. I've also watched some of your content, and I think you could potentially help some of the people that we can't necessarily help through our organisation. Would you be happy for me to make an introduction?" And I said, "Wow, that's amazing. Yes, please. That's fantastic." And already, true to his word, he's referred 2 or 3 people to me that I'm talking to about potentially helping through my Executive Edge program. And then one of my Executive Edge clients, who I've been working with now for 3 or 4 weeks, he's on the 3rd element of the program. He's doing really well. He's taking consistent action. He's starting to get results in the hidden market. And he contacted me and said, "Would you like me to introduce you to one of the key networking organizations in my industry sector?" And I was extremely grateful for this and said, yes, please. But the point here is this, that I don't necessarily know who looks at my stuff. I don't necessarily know who reads the blog post, listens to the podcast, or watches the videos. But I trust in my hidden market that if I put this content out there consistently, it will resonate with the right people. And it's exactly the same as a job seeker. You've got to think about who your target audience is. You've got to go out there into the hidden market and engage with them. This means going direct to employer. It means leveraging the power of market makers who are well-connected individuals in your profession, industry sector or geography, and building relationships. But these relationships take time because it's about building trust over a period of time. Social media strategies are very important. You know, the hidden market used to be very difficult for employers to access, but now they can through the power of LinkedIn and other social media networking channels. And of course, you know, that's an up-to-date, ready-made database of talent and expertise. And as a job seeker, you need to position on there properly and engage on there properly. And that's one of your routes to success in the hidden market. Finally, I wanted to talk about confirmation. And we live in a world where we like confirmation before we do stuff. You know, if I do this, I'm guaranteed to get that. And I call this the certainty link. But unfortunately, it doesn't work in the job market. The job market is about probability. And it's about probability because there is nothing I or anybody else can tell you that will work 100% of the time. Because people are people, and there's people on both sides of the transaction when it comes to job search. So if you do something once and don't get a result, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means it didn't get a result that time. So it's about continuing to do stuff, even when it's tough and it doesn't seem to work at the outset, but doing it over an extended period of time to really test whether this thing works and to whether that will deliver the outcome that you desire. You know, giving my two examples on this week's video, you know, if I hadn't put this content out for 3, 4, 5 months prior, I probably would not have built those relationships, and those relationships are built in the background that have then come into the visible market out of the hidden market, and have been opportunities for me to explore and to help both people that I mentioned. When it comes to your successful job search, it's the same. You'll put stuff into the hidden market, you'll invest in the hidden market, but you may not get confirmation that things are working until you get confirmation. So really it's things in reverse. You know, you've got to take the action and take the action consistently to get the confirmation. Don't wait for confirmation to take the action. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to contact me, please leave a message in the YouTube comments box below. You can connect to me on LinkedIn and send me a personal message there. My username is Simon Gray ACA, and I come back to you to everybody who contacts me there personally. And if you'd like to take a look at the website, it's careercodex.com. So yeah, think about it. Message for today: when the going gets tough, the tough get going, but the tough keep going until they get the result they deserve. So until next week, have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you again soon.